course it's foul. I think 99 of 10 persons will say it's foul, I believe, because it's so obvious, you know. But sometimes the criterion, they don't have consistency. Last week, what happened in our game against Arsenal, same thing, also one situation before.
Coming in at the World Cup, and the aim is to improve the flow and the speed of the game. 5-second countdowns for players taking throw-ins and goal kicks, VAR checks for second yellow cards than there is at the moment.
Well, I remember going to David Ellery gave a presentation, the technical director of IFAB.
Old Trafford has witnessed its fair share of drama over the decades, but the latest controversy involving VAR has left fans furious and the football world divided. In a heated encounter under the famous floodlights, Manchester United were denied what appeared to be a clear-cut penalty, a decision that could have changed the course of the match and perhaps even their season. The incident that sparked outrage. Midway through the second half, with the score finally balanced, United's forward burst into the penalty area and was clipped by a defender just as he shaped to shoot. From most angles inside the stadium, and certainly from the replays broadcast worldwide, the contact looked undeniable. The attacker's ankle was caught, his momentum halted, and he tumbled to the turf. The referee waved play on. Within seconds, all eyes turned to the VAR review. The tension inside Old Trafford was palpable. Players surrounded the official, fans held their breath, and the stadium screens flashed the familiar checking possible penalty message. After a brief review, the verdict came, no penalty. The roar that followed was not one of celebration, it was pure disbelief. Manager and player reactions. Manchester United's manager cut a frustrated figure on the touchline, visibly stunned by the decision. Post-match, he did not hold back. "It's a clear penalty," he said. "If that's not given, we need to understand what the threshold is. The contact is obvious." Several United players echoed the sentiment, some taking to social media to express their confusion. One senior player reportedly asked, "What is VAR for if not for moments like that?" On the other side, the opposition manager offered a more diplomatic view, suggesting that the contact was minimal and that football remains a contact sport. Yet even neutral pundits admitted the decision was highly questionable. The bigger VAR debate. Since its introduction to the Premier League, VAR has promised to eliminate clear and obvious errors. Instead, it has often fueled controversy. Critics argue that inconsistencies in interpretation are undermining trust in the system. Supporters insist that without VAR, even more mistakes would slip through. This latest incident adds to a growing list of disputed calls. Was the contact clear and obvious? Did the referee interpret it differently in real time? Or was the threshold for intervention set too high? For Manchester United, the decision felt pivotal. The match ended in a draw, 2 dropped points that could prove crucial in the race for European qualification. Fans make their voices heard. Outside Old Trafford and across social media platforms, the reaction was explosive. Hashtags demanding accountability trended within minutes. Former players and analysts replayed the incident repeatedly, slowing it down frame by frame. Many supporters believe the club has been on the wrong end of several tight decisions this season. Whether that perception is statistically valid or emotionally driven, it highlights a key issue. Confidence in officiating is fragile. What happens next? The Professional Game Match Officials Limited may review the incident, and there is always the possibility of an official explanation. However, that does little to change the result. For Manchester United, the focus must quickly shift to the next fixture. But in a season where margins are razor-thin, moments like this linger. Football thrives on passion, debate, and drama. Yet when technology designed to remove controversy becomes the center of it, questions inevitably follow. At Old Trafford, the night will be remembered not just for the football played, but for the penalty that wasn't given.